So what is the mission of bpost is to collect, sort, and transport and distribute about 6 million letters per day, which is declining very fast. Last year we noticed a decline of more of 10% of the letters. We also distribute more than 500,000 parcels per day, which is 200% more than the 2019. And we also distribute 800,000 newspapers per day before 7:30 in the morning. For this logistic operations, we use 10,000 vans, and in the end of year peak, 2,000 extra vans, 600 trucks, and 5,000 bikes and e-bikes. This results in about 180 million kilometers a year that we drive with thermic vans and trucks, which leads to 65,000 ton direct CO2 emission. So yes, we have in our DNA and sustainability built in. And our sustainable targets when we are regarding fleet is 50% of our fleet should be on CO2 neutral by 2030, and 100 CO2 neutral last mile distribution should be in all cities in Belgium by 2025. For this, we have started to switch combustion vehicles, motorbikes, vans, trucks to electric vans. This is no longer a problem for us because the autonomy the range that we wanted is between 20 and 100 kilometers a day. So this is no longer a problem with the actual LCV offer. Next to this, we have also, when we talk about electric small vans, we have also a positive business case with the less consumption and the less maintenance, which are the elements to make this positive. The more blocking factors are that we are located on about 200 locations, different locations, which are not all adapted to switch to electric. Most of them have no high tension cabin. There is a lack of parking space to charge the electric vehicles. And there's also a variety of the number of vans on these locations. It's between 20 and some of them have also 400 vans. So this is a huge challenge to make them all, to switch them all to electric and make it chargeable. Next to them, we also put an EcoDrive system in 100% of our vans. This EcoDrive system measures the harsh braking, the idling, the speeding, the acceleration, and leads to an eco score for each postman. This has already resulted of less consumption of 5% last year. And good to know is that the EcoDrive system last year was only installed in 30%. So we have a huge challenge to put a higher decline of our consumption. And we also introduced in our logistic chain a new concept, EcoZone. And we started in the city of Mechelen, where we have installed the most ecologic mail office in Belgium. What's an EcoZone? An EcoZone is a holistic strategy in our partnership, and it's not only with the city, but also with the senders to make our last mile sustainable. And how do we do it? We put all the vans on electric, we install smart lockers, and we will also install micro depots from which we are distributing the mail and the parcels with bikes or bike trailers. As you see on this slide, we have a right-sized vehicles to match urban environments. It's a more ergonomic vehicle. It's also more secure because the exit is on the right side. And next to this, we also use bikes combined with an e-trailer And this is used for in the pedestrian zones to distribute the parcels and the mail. This has a volume of 1 cube, so this makes it possible to integrate parcels in the backgrounds. Next to them, we are building a data lake and telematics data because this is becoming an essential component for our business data sources like track and trace and the postman smartphone. You must know that our processes, last mile distribution is 90% of our rounds are fixed rounds. And this changes every 2 years when we have a reorganization per post office. Next to this 90% rounds, we have also parcel rounds, specific parcel rounds for the extra volume and the voluminous parcels which are distributed with flexible rounds. And we are also started with evening delivery, Saturday delivery, and even Sunday delivery. This is also done by flexible rounds, where we have an internal system to make the most efficient route for the postman to distribute the parcels. Telematics data is becoming very important for bpost, and it will be the key for the next route planning in the future, when we will switch from fixed rounds to more and more flexible rounds, and to make to see what is happening on the field, because now we don't know if the postman sorts with his mail and with his parcels. We just don't know what he's doing. And this is based on all the data we capture from the EcoDrive system, the track and trace, and the Mobi of the smartphone of the postman. The future projects are that the next level digital aid for last mile, the Mobi, will be the key. The Mobi or the smartphone of postman, this will be the key to support the last mile. Now, actually, the Mobi is used for scanning and deliver the parcels. Then the postman can see when what is the preference of the client, of the addressee, and can choose to drop the parcel in a post office when he's not at home, or he can put it with a neighbor or on a safe place. In the future, it will be possible to contact it will be able to contact the client to inform him if his parcel will arrive. And it will also be connected to the van and see and make it happen to open the van when necessary and to close the van when necessary, when he wants to enter the van or leaves the van. And also ensure that the Mobi is always fully charged. Another project is to build our telematics to support safety management and optimized charging. Actually, we depend on the feedback of our postmen to know what is happening in the van. If the van should have a maintenance, if the van have had an accident, and so on. So this will be more optimized in the future. And one of the challenges is also to optimize the charging of our vans. As I said before, the round difference from 20 kilometers to 100. So it's not always necessary to charge the van. It should be automatically inform the manager if the van should be charged, yes or no. And another project is to make droppable micro depots. Now all our parcels are distributed loose load in the van, and in the future we seek to distribute, to load our vans more efficient, because now the parcel is manipulated about 5 times before it enters the car. And it should be possible with parcel bags, with some blocking systems to charge it more efficient and distribute it in micro depots, and then from there on distribute with bikes and e-bikes the parcels to the in the last mile. So this was my presentation. It might have been fast, but it gives you more time to get some questions and to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for the insights. Already a question coming from the audience, from Ami Minzer. What type of LCVs, what type of vans are you mainly using at bpost?
Well, we have about 8,000 small vans, which we used in the past for our mail and especially for newspaper distribution. But we also use them for the regular distribution, mail and parcels. But we are switching more and more to bigger vans. And bigger vans is in the first place medium vans to 6 cube, and also bigger vans to 12 cube. But this is more for specific parcel delivery and collect parcels and mail.
Isn't that a little bit contradictory that in a time where we see that there is more and more last mile regulation, cities that don't allow, let's say, each and every vehicle into the city center, that you are opting for bigger and bigger vans?
No, because we look in those centers, we look more and more to replace those vans by bike and bike trailers and install micro depots to provision to put the parcels and start from there.
Mm-hmm. You were mentioning
medium vans are more for the last mile between, not the last mile, but the distance between the depots and the micro depots, and also outside of the cities.
Okay. You were mentioning indeed on one of the final slides of your presentation that you are going to put in place the droppable micro depots. When do you think that you will have that in place?
Well, this gets along with the installation of the EcoZones. We will implement them in the cities. So our target is to implement this year 5 EcoZones in 5 different cities, and then negotiate with other cities to more extension in the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How does it come that at the moment you don't have more vehicles electrified than you have? What is the biggest reason for that? Is it price? Is it cost? Wasn't it an opportunity? Is it charging?
It's the most is charging. We don't have many offices with high tension cabins. We can't apply to public charging, so we have to install them on our proper sites, and to build to have the license to build a high tension cabin, it takes years to install them, and also the investment in cablage and other works makes it very tough to. It's a huge investment.
Mm-hmm. But when you have more and more electric vehicles and also charging infrastructure in place, is it also the goal that you can pilot an experiment with vehicle to grid?
Yes, it should. It's also one of the things we look at because some of our buildings are not not able to install, and then we have to look to partnership with other companies in the neighborhood, maybe to share our charging or their charging with us.
Okay. A final question. What do you expect from your suppliers, car manufacturers, telematic providers, other industry suppliers, to make the road to sustainability and to connectivity easier for you?
What we expect on the side of the vans is that, especially for medium and smaller and bigger vans, that the price will decrease in the future, and that the autonomy will increase. Mm-hmm. And also the inside the charging cabin should be adapted to postal and last mile the distribution of parcels. Mm-hmm. That's something we look at. On the side of connectivity, we are open for any proposal to ameliorate the connectivity of our vans and the connection between our clients and our postmen.
Okay, very good. I think that the suppliers here in the room will be glad with your answer, and that they will be happy to give you some more insights in how they can support you and bpost. Mm-hmm. Tom, don't forget that you can also visit the booths of our sponsors, where you can find probably some explanation about services and solutions. And thank you once again for your presentation and answering the questions. Thank you, Tom. Tom Goethals of bpost.
Okay.